Okay, so in this video, what I've done here, this is an image of a ground and polish sample for metallurgical analysis. So I'm hoping to calculate porosity of this strut. So what I want to do is I want to get rid of this background, but because I have these pores within my strut area that are a similar color to the background, I can't really use a standard thresholding method. So instead, I'm going to use the method that I'm going to describe now. So first of all, I'm just going to set my scale. So I go down to my scale bar, I can pick any tool here, so I'm going to pick a rectangle, say. Okay, so 233 pixels. Okay, so now I'm going to set that scale, so I go, so analyze, set scale, 233. Our known distance then is 200, and our unit of length is micrometers. Okay, so I just copy and paste micrometer. Click OK. So that's saved now. So now I want to crop away the part of the image that I don't want. So again, I'm going to use this box tool or the rectangle tool. Set that the area that I want to keep. Okay, and then image crop. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create multiple ROIs, and I'm going to end up basically with my final ROI that's just an outline of the actual strut itself. But to get there, the process is a little bit tedious. So I'm going to create my first ROI using the polygon sections tool. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to enclose an area within the struts that encompasses all of the pores, or all of the possible pores. Okay, so this is just going to take a while, so I'm just going to pause the video. Okay, so that's finished now, so you can see I have my selection is completely within the strut, but completely outside all of the potential pores in the strut. So what I want to do is I want to actually have my selection as everything outside of this polygon shape. So I want to invert my selection, so I can go edit, selection, and make inverse. Okay. And I'm going to add this to my ROI manager. So it can be done in edit, selection, add to manager. Okay, so we have that here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to threshold this. So we're going to use just standard threshold. So I'm actually going to just have to change my image type from RGB color to 32-bit or any of these. Okay, so now I'm going to threshold my image. So I can go image, adjust threshold. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to get here is to have the entirety of the strut visible. So I'm not too concerned about these extra bits here in the background region. So that's fine. I'm not going to click OK, or I'm not going to click X out of that just yet. So instead I'm going to create another ROI from this threshold. So I'm going to go Edit, Selection, Create Selection. Okay. So that ROI is basically just everything that has been threshold. So I'm going to add this ROI or the selection to my ROI manager. So add. There it is there. So here's our first one. Here's the one that we've created just there with the threshold. So now I want to undo this thresholding. So I'm just going to bring that all the way back down. So nothing is threshold. And then I can just click X out of that. Okay. So now we have so what we want to end up is with a single ROI, that gives us an outline of the strut, and that doesn't encompass these small particles in the background of the image, and that doesn't encompass the pores themselves. So first of all, I'm going to get rid of these pores, the potential pores in the strut. Okay, so how I do that is I select both ROIs and go More. I'm going to use the AND to combine them. Okay, so you can see now I have a new selection here that doesn't encompass these internal pores. So I'm going to add this selection to the ROI manager. Okay. So now just to go through these again, that we had the first one, second one that we created with the threshold, and the final one that doesn't include the pores, or sorry, not the final one. The third one that doesn't even include the pores, that was created by the AND function. Okay, so now we want to get rid of all these small particles in the background region. So I'm going to split this ROI. Where is split? Split. There we go. Okay. You can see we've basically an ROI now for all the small individual particles that we've created, but also for the single strut. Okay, so the single strut is the last ROI. So this ROI is representative of all the background area. So remember we did that inverse function at the start. So we can just change the color of this then to something very discrete. Very distinct. So we can do that in properties. We can change the fill color to say red. Okay. So there we have it. This image can now be used for some sort of porosity analysis. I'll probably make another video on that. So basically I'll be able to easily distinguish the background from the metal and from the pores themselves. So there you go.